All right. Now, I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see the ones on the floor? Or probably not. Maybe. It's not really a big deal to see them all, but I'm going to just explain a bit. I'll try and hold that up. All right. I'll try and just explain them a little bit and explain like the winter weight part of them largely. We are in winter, so it's a winter theme tonight. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about it. Now, with the materials, we've got 4 different types here. We've got the feather and down, a microfiber, a bamboo, and a wool, and they all are a little bit different in some respects. Some people prefer different types of fill. Now, they've all got the cotton chapara colours, so that's good for the seepage. The fibres don't seep out. But so the different products, bamboo, wool, etc., is what is the filling inside. Now, what determines a winter weight quilt would be around the 500 grams per square metre. So the 500 GSM, that would sort of put you into the winter weight where you get more insulation with that weight. But that works for the bamboo, the microfiber, and the wool. But the feather and down, it's a little bit different because it's feather and down. So depending on the mixture of down to feather, if there's more down, it'll be a bit more insulating. So that allows it actually to be a little bit lighter in weight. So it gets a little bit complicated, you could say, with the feather and down. But so more down will mean more. More down will mean more insulation. So actually, we've got a really good in the top of. Josh is trying to talk. Sorry,
I was
buddy.
just trying to get Michelle's attention. If she can come across the camera, say hi. Sorry, go on with the show.
All right. So we're looking at the 500 GSMs, but the feather and down. There's the down gives you more insulation, so it allows you to have it a bit lighter weight. So if you're a bit sensitive to weight in your quilt, then a feather and down might be the option. Now, what you can do in the website on the quilt page, the quilt category, there's actually a quiz. It's a really fantastic because you answer a bunch of questions and it'll spit out on the other side what is the best quilt. There's a couple of offerings of, or might be more than a couple, but offerings of quilts that will suit what you're after.
Yeah.
Some people might not like wool quilt, for example, and so it won't show you any wool at the end of the quiz. So it's a really fantastic little tool to use, especially finding pillows and quilts and sheets too. I suppose it works really, really well because you can just refine down by using the quiz. Now, the other thing that I should mention with quilts, some people, this is more of an aesthetic thing. Some people want to have a quilt that's got a lot of loft in it. Now, the feather and the down will sort of vary between depending on how much feather to down it is, because they can be a bit thinner. Same with the bamboo is sort of a low loft, but if you wanted a thick loft for because you wanted your bed to look plumpier, it's more of an aesthetic thing really, I think. But the higher loft would be the wool and the microfiber. So just if you're thinking along those lines, that might just help you out there a bit as well. I actually like the microfiber for loft. It's quite good. So that's what we've got on this bed. So, and that's what we use there. So
yes.
The sizes, we've got all the sizes: single, double, queen, king, and super king. There's a whole bunch there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So we have had some comments and questions. We had Amanda say that she purchased the long single last year from us and she highly recommends them. They're so snuggly. I think she's talking about the long single.
The flannelette.
Flannelette sheets, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she also asked, what would be the coolest quilt as I get too hot even in winter? So I would suggest that if you get too hot even in winter, you probably want to go after a summer quilt. A summer quilt?
Yeah. And the bamboo one will in the summer weight, which I think it's 300 GSM.
Yeah.
The bamboo one would be good, and also 100% cotton. I'm not sure what our stocks are on that, but they'd be pretty much similar. They're the same sort of thickness, and so either one would be fine. Yeah.
Cool.
For a summer weight, yeah.
And the other thing is natural fibers. is good because you've got the breathability.
Yeah, with the bamboo and the cotton. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It'll breathe well. Like if you went to the polyester, because you can get the polyester or the microfiber in a summer weight, but that microfiber or the polyester can hold the heat in because it's just not natural. Natural fibers are always breathe better. They're just better for that sort of a thing. So the coolest would be natural fibers, bamboo or cotton or anything else you can find that's natural.
Yeah. Well, except for this is the interesting thing. I've got a question that I think is potentially largely unanswered by people. Natural fibers are breathable, but is wool breathable?
Yeah, to a certain degree, yeah. There'll be more insulation there,
right?
But it still breathes. Wool is good for. They're much thicker, but wool is good for. Natural fibers also have a moisture wicking properties.
Right.
It pulls and it helps moisture come away. So wool is, I think, very good for that.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, we've got a couple of people in here saying, Catherine's saying that she's got a wool quilt and it's toasty warm, which would be correct. We do also have, which we haven't featured tonight, which I think we might feature in another live sometime soon. We've also got a range of wool blankets.
Yes, we might look at that next week. We sort of didn't put everything winter in this show. There was be too much. So we might look at blankets next week. Because we've got, there's wool blankets, micro fleece, poly, micro fleece blanket and electric blankets too. So
right, yeah.
And a Sherpa. There's one that's got a wool kind of reverse on it. It's velvety. It's very, very soft. You like that throw. You'll like these blankets. It's not faux fur, but they're they're nice and soft.
Yeah. And
anyway, that's next week. We'll talk about those next week.
Yeah. And we did also just have Rachel say wool is awesome, warm in winter and cool in summer. So
okay, yeah,
that's cool. Yep. So
so it just depends on, I suppose, which weight you want, because there is in this range. I think there's. Oh, it might be there's a wool one in the Bianca range that there's a summer and a winter weight. There's two different weights. So yeah.
Just have a look at the website. That quiz is super helpful.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time making.
You can go through and go back and start again and do it again and answer the questions different ways, and it's really, really handy. So, all right.
And we did just have Jodie say that she has a Super King Sherpa blanket from us, and she absolutely loves it. So.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. The Sherpa blankets. Yeah, they're really cool.